We're live. We're live. We're live. Wake up and conquer. Wake up and conquer. Today, I'm going to be going into something very important and very, very, very just crucial for the start of your day. And that would be to wake up and conquer. Obviously, during the day or when the start of your day, you have to do your daily affirmations, and starting with that would be very important. But the mindset that you need to have is I wake up to conquer whatever you're going through or whatever you may have to do during the day when it comes to work, when it comes to just day to day chores or whatever you may have to do. You have to wake up and conquer the day. All right? You're a soldier, and nothing and no one is going to help you conquer your day for you. Sometimes we wonder about life, but you have to look at life like a war. Life is a war, and I know you guys seen the name change. This is something I'm gonna announce soon. But from now on, I go from Coach Unshaken. So like you gotta conquer your day. You gotta wake up and conquer your day. You gotta conquer your day, and you gotta conquer it. There's no way around it. If you don't wake up and conquer your day, it's gonna be tough because you're gonna wake up with already a mindset of the fetus, a mindset of I can't do it, I can't get there. You know, you gotta wake up and conquer your day. Wake up and conquer your day. You know, like it's crazy, and it feels like this morning it was especially tough to wake up. But I had to tell myself, man, I gotta wake up and conquer my day. There's no one that's gonna conquer my day for me, and no one's gonna go out and make the money for me. No one's gonna go out and, for anyone, like no one's gonna go out and lose the body weight. No one's gonna go out and go to the gym. No one's gonna go out and do any of these things for you. You have to do them yourself. But first things first is realizing and knowing that you're a soldier. Okay, we're all soldiers. Look at this life, man. And I know most of you guys could tell, even if you're a civilian, life is a war. Life is a day-to-day battle. And even if you're young, okay, I know for you young cats, it might not be a war for you guys. It might just be cool and calm, collective for you guys. But it's a war for everybody, And when you get older, you're gonna realize that it's a war. Life is a war, Life is a war, and everybody has their daily battles. Everybody has their daily battles with the spiritual and the natural. So, that's just one important thing to remember. That life is a war. That when you wake up, you can't just wake up like a civilian. You gotta wake up like a soldier. You gotta wake up like, all right, it's time to conquer. I got things to do. I'm tired. I don't feel like waking up. But I got things to conquer. I got things to do. Let me conquer the day. Let me focus on what needs to get done. And the more you do that, hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Kerr. Happy birthday, Emerjit. Happy birthday. I'm just doing a little live right now. It's going to be very short, this one. Yeah. So, today, I really woke up with this, like, mentality of, you know what, man, let's just take life for what it is. And life's a war, Life is tough. I know a lot of you guys are probably, in a position where some of you guys might be young and not knowing what you want to do in life. And some of you guys might be older and trying to figure out your careers or navigating through life. And let me tell you guys this. It may seem tough now, but let me tell you, man, life is a war. You got to strap up your boots. You got to show up every day. And you got to remember that you have to attack the enemy. Who's the enemy? I'd say that the enemy is unseen. You will have natural enemies. You will have haters, natural haters. You know, I see people here writing stop. I see this guy writing I don't like N words. You know, there's always haters. There's always people. There's always opposition. Wherever you are, there will always be opposition. That's just the way life works. There's always. It might not be an actual physical attack to your body. It might not be someone trying to hurt you, but it's gonna be someone writing belligerent comments, calling himself the second coming in your life. Like, you know, things like that. There's always gonna be conflict. You know, you might mess up with a client. Last time I had an issue with my boss that I didn't, you know, stuff was just overwhelming. I had a lot of stuff, a lot of things to take care of during the week. I was very much overwhelmed, and I forgot to do something for my boss, or I forgot to do something that, you know, something related to my schedule. And he really got on me. He really got on me in the sense that he really like, and you know, I wrote him a message, and he hasn't answered since then. And it's like I feel a little disrespected because I'm like, you know, you could at least acknowledge that you've seen the message, but that's whatever. Let him do what he wants to do. I'm gonna keep working for him. He's a good guy. I don't know why one issue, and I'm not gonna assume the worst from him. You know, I learned from my therapist that you gotta assume the best from people sometimes. So like, I'm not gonna assume the worst. I'm gonna assume that he's busy and he can't answer my messages. But that is sort of like an attack of the enemy. That is like a strategic attack from the enemy, more or less. Obviously, it has something to do with my negligence, but your negligence fuels the enemy. Anything you do, negative, you know, inconsistency, undisciplined, these are giving the enemy leeway to attack you. So it's like if you spend your whole day not taking care of yourself, not even looking at your bank account or your finances, you can't be surprised when the enemy attacks you from every which way. You know, if you don't focus on your finances, you're not focusing on your body, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not even doing anything to help yourself, and the enemy attacks you in your body, your enemy attacks you in your finances. Like, how can you be mad that the enemy attacks you in these places if you're not staying ready like a soldier? If you're not ready like a soldier, if you're not ready for attack and the enemy attacks, like, I don't know why people are complaining. People saying life is hard. Life is hard. Life's a war, you know? So, like, you guys need to remember this. Wake up every day ready to conquer the day. You gotta wait ready to conquer the day. You guys have to wake up every day ready to conquer the day. Because life's a war and no one's here to save you. No one's here to help you. You're on your own. You can ask for help, but relatively, you're on your own. The help is not, you're still on your own. You know, you can receive help, but you're on your own, my friend, because everybody has their own battles. Hey, I can help my mother, my own mother, I can help her. But then again, she has her own battles. Same thing with my fiance, I can help her. But then again, she has her own battles. Same thing with my father, my brother has his own battles. I can help him, but everybody has their own battles. You can stand in the gap, you can pray, you can do all that. But then, in the end of the day, it's up to the person to pick up their sword and decide to battle, decide to war, you know? So that's pretty much it, guys. You gotta wake up and conquer the day. I know self-improvement for a lot of you guys seems lame, seems cringe. Well, hey, most of you guys are not overweight, not even getting up in the morning, just doing a lot of degeneracy, and then you go around and say that self-improvement isn't cringe. I'm pretty sure you could use some self-improvement, right? So, guys, focus on what's important. Remember that life is a war. Life is a war, and it will destroy you unless you pick up your sword. Life is a war, but it will destroy you if you don't pick up your sword. If you don't pick up your sword, you're a civilian, and if you're a civilian, good luck. I don't remember if I could say this quote right. I remember someone say that I'd rather be a warrior in a garden instead of a gardener in a war, right? It's very, very, very important quote, and it's very, very interesting, and it's very true. I'd rather be the warrior in the garden, because hey, even if you're a warrior, you can kind of revert back more or less to making your garden. So let's say you're a warrior, but you just need to be soft for your wife, for your fiance or girlfriend, and you can kind of like take that role as a soft man that your wife needs, right, for that particular time. But then at the same, let's say on the same day, you get robbed, or someone just comes in your house and tries to hurt you and your wife, then literally on that same breath, you can take the breath of warrior. Now you're a warrior. You know how to defend yourself. You know how to fight. You know. Then you can take that face. You know, this warriors. It's important to stay a warrior at all time, but also it's important to not veer off the handle. You know, yes, you're a warrior, but we're also human beings put on this planet to help take care and love on our loved ones, right? So your wife and everyone, so they need that soft part of you to, hey, what's up, Noemi? They need that soft part of you to help them as well. They don't only need the hardcore army driven person. They also need that soft, nice, cool, calm, collective man, right? So be a warrior in the garden. That's like the perfect thing. You're good. Imagine if you're a warrior in a garden, you don't have to worry. I'm in Canada, by the way. Shouts out to you. If you could tell me where you're from as well, I'm in Canada. But you know, so imagine being a warrior in the garden, you know. And it goes back to what I was saying today. You know, you gotta wake up, conquer the day. Like, this life is a war. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I know you may be nervous, okay, but look at it again. High school is like a war. College is like a war. Uni is like a war. You know, yes, you're nervous, but you know you have to look at this like I'm a soldier, and today's mission is the first day of school, right? First day of high school. This is my mission. All right. If you have friends, cool. If you don't have friends, all right. How I'm gonna come off to make sure that I can get some friends, or just be natural and let the friends that are naturally yours come to you, right? Cool, cool, cool. Oh wow, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, guys, remember, like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'm gonna be motivating the mass. I'm gonna be here in the morning, afternoon, and night. Just motivation, gym motivation, mindset, you know, soldier mentality. The soldier mentality, the Army's regime is a new program that I'll be coming out with soon. Just teaching men and women how to see this world like a war, but also be a warrior in the garden. So it's gonna be a whole mental program mixed with fitness, and you know, it's still in the works. So, but all I'm saying is this. Oh, much love from New Brunswick. Yeah, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I know, I feel you. I know high school can be scary, but you have to go into this like you're a warrior, you know what I mean? So, like, basically, you start your first day, your clothes that you're gonna be wearing, look at it as if it's a tunic. You know, you gotta be, you know, have lost their imagination. You can't lose your imagination, my guy. Okay, you gotta wake up. Your clothes is a tunic. You're going in. The first day is a mission. What's your mission? you know, to go through this first day without embarrassing myself. Boom, that's a mission. Go through this first day without, you have to go through this first day without getting to a fight. Go through this first day without getting in trouble, or go through this first day and, that's the mission. Set yourself up with a mission and accomplish it. And that would be, that'll be the weight of the warrior, guys. All right, that's it for the video. Okay, it's a little short video. It's supposed to be a short video. Now it's at least 50 minutes, but that's all I'm gonna give you guys. I'm just gonna end it like this. Wake up, conquer the day. Life is like a war. Don't stay a civilian. Be a warrior in the garden. And I'm gone. Peace out, guys.